Coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Flyweight Division matchup. Well, drillers make killers, and nobody works her takedowns harder than this young woman. She has become a force in this division, and even though the opposition oftentimes knows what's coming, no one's able to stop that shot.
Nobody's able to stop that takedown attempt. No one's able to stop that single leg. She said in the fighter meetings, I have drilled that takedown 5,000 times.
Amazing.
Over and over, I hit a single leg. Every day of the week, I hit at least 30 single legs. I'm like, well, is wrestling practice every day? She goes, no. I just want to make sure that I have a skill that is so dominant that no matter how much you practice it, you are not practicing it enough to stop me from taking you down with it. It is truly crazy to watch her approach to getting that single leg off.
And her ability to get her opponents off balance in a mixed martial arts setting, as special as anybody in the sport right now. We'll see how it goes for her here tonight. Well, for my money, she is as accomplished a striker as any woman in the game at present. Tonight, though, she's got to focus on keeping this fight upright.
She has to stay on her feet. If she is taken down early, it will be a long night for her. She has to manage the space. She has to sprawl and brawl, and she has to fight with that ferocity that she is known for. It's the aggressive attitude, the aggressive approach that she takes that makes her one of the more exciting fighters in the UFC.
And she told us in our fighter meeting on Thursday, she doesn't necessarily want to fight on a napkin in the center of the octagon, right? She wants to control distance, manage range effectively. She has certainly done that every step of the way thus far in her UFC career. All right, almost ready to go with this one. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Flyweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 11 wins, 2 losses. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Erin, cold-blooded Blanchfield! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a Muay Thai fighter holding a professional record of 19 wins, 2 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Taila Santos! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean has drawn the assignment here.
Ready.
All right, so here we go with round 1. There aren't many women in this division that can strike with her, but she's got to avoid that ground, I would think, too.
She has to, and I think you look back to fights like Ronda Rousey versus Amanda Nunes,
right?
Amanda Nunes versus Miesha Tate. Fighting these fantastic grapplers, Amanda always maintained distance until she had him hurt. So she needs to follow that game plan. She has to call on her inner lioness in her approach in this fight.
Nice jab, follows it up with a nice right hand. Well, you asked her, all right, so she finally gets the takedown. It wasn't for any lack of effort earlier on, but cleaned up the technique a little bit, and now we'll see what she can do.
She cleaned it up. She really did take her time back. She took a step back. She evaluated what's my best course of action. Figured it out, got it done. Now, how does she handle being on top with dominant top position?
All right, so again, we find ourselves here in the clinch where there are obviously no shortage of subtleties and nuances, a lot of motions in here that maybe are lost on the casual fan.
Absolutely, and it's gonna be the underhook. For all the things that happen in this position, the person winning and controlling the underhook battle is the one out ahead.
Wild attempt with the right hand there. Again, they will clinch. We'll see how it goes.
Nice neutral punch. Double leg shot.
Oh, how about the slam there? That one cannot feel good. We're under 2 minutes now to go, round one. Oh, keeping busy here off of her back. Nice offense from the bottom. Well, her opponent is squirming, and this might be the beginning of the end. The ground and pound strikes continue to land at will.
She's landing them over and over again. She needs to make sure that when she's chasing the finish, she doesn't get excited and lose the position.
Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here, just beautiful when it comes to the transition.
It's very difficult to keep up with her on the ground.
Oh, how about that reversal by her there, champ?
That is a fantastic transition by this young lady. What a job.
Oh, sage work from the bottom here as she tags her with the punch. Great movement by her here on the ground, and she... Oh, saved by the bell, round over. And the finish came just in time. Thought maybe she might tap there, but you know how tough she is, so the submission attempt right at the end of the round, saved by the bell, back to the stools they go. We'll see if she can recover in time for this next round. All right, so that's the end of the round. Lot to like in there, DC, particularly when it comes to her offensive wrestling game.
She's evolving, right? She's gotten better. She did not have this skill set before. Now you watch her, and she looks like an Olympian. She looks like a girl that can wrestle at the highest levels. She scored so many takedowns in that round. Her wrestling coach must be very proud. Beautiful punch.
Wow. Oh! That's a higher there, DC. The seminal blow of this fight thus far.
Yeah, man, she landed a massive hook, and it has her opponent hurt bad.
She's going for the arm bar here.
Gotta be careful, arm bar.
Oh, she slams her to the ground and with authority right there. So that's certainly one way to fend off the arm bar. Lift your opponent up and slam her to the ground. Well done. Man, she is just nonstop on the ground, moving in all the right directions. Another nice transition by her there.
She's moving a lot, but every movement has purpose.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. 3 minutes now to go in round two. How good is her movement here on the ground, right? Shades of Ray Borg, just transitioning so beautiful.
Yeah, she's so good at transitions and movement. Her ability is unmatched.
Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Outstanding movement on the ground.
She looks like a master of grappling with the great movement that she's showing on the ground.
Good ground and pound by her here. She felt like she could finish the fight with her ground strikes tonight and might be well on her way here.
I mean, John, I believe it after watching the ground and pound that she's landing in this part of the fight.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Lands the ground and pound strike here. Under a minute now to go. She's got one of the best arm bars in the business, going for it now.
Attacking arm bar.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. All right, so a lot of strike absorption by her in that previous round. She got stunned on the feet. but survives to see another round. Talk us through the replay, man.
You look at the action here. They're going back and forth, and boom, there goes that big strike that lands that really does hurt her opponent. She could not find the follow-up shot, but eventually she will find that moment.
Here we go. 5 minutes remain in the fight.
You can really limit the mobility of your opponent with those leg kicks.
All right, clinch. We'll see who will have the upper hand here, champ.
There are so many options to dictate and control this exact position. Who is going to take advantage of it? Nice punch landed over the top.
Nice block and the follow-up counter with the jab.
Great timing on that beautiful takedown.
Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown, D?
Oh, wow, oh! Oh!
Nicely done. Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here, just beautiful when it comes to the transition.
It's very difficult to keep up with her on the ground.
Oh, she's got the full mount now, DC. Her ground and pound is fantastic, and maybe that'll open the door for a submission.
It will have to open the door, because if she rushes, she'll fall off to the side. In the top position, especially in the full mount, you got to be very, very patient. You cannot rush. Everything needs to matter because it won't take much. You're sitting on the person's chest or sitting on their hip, fully on top of them. It won't take many of the big ground strikes. Take your time, find your submission. She needs to...
She's got as good an arsenal of chokes as anyone in the game. We'll see if she can set one up here.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Great movement by her here on the ground, and she just does it so fluidly and so easily. It's really a sight to behold.
You can tell that she's been a lifetime developing the skill with the way that she's able to move with so little effort on the mat.
All right, she's got the full mount here, DC. It's hard for me to remember a time in which you were fully mounted in the UFC.
I have never been full mounted. I hope to never be full mounted. And this young lady now finds herself in this position. In this position, what's very key is that she cannot panic. She's got to go and attack the hips, create some space, shrimp off to a side, re-slide in that half guard so that then now she's a little bit safer. Once you're in half, take your underhook, get back to your feet, or fully recover, full guard.
Stop.
All right, so the fighters go the distance. Pretty competitive fight, but certainly there was a striking advantage, and it was hers.
The advantage belonged to her, and you knew the longer she would be able to keep this fight upright, the better the chances were that she was going to get the victory. This fight never hit the ground, and she used that strike to win a pretty easy decision.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 30-27, 9-28, and 30-27. For the winner by unanimous decision, Erin Cold-Blooded.
All right, so the judges are unanimous in their decision. She gets it done tonight. Big tests lie ahead. Tonight she passed this one.
You knew right away that this would be her toughest fight, and it showed itself in the octagon. Her opponent is a very skilled fighter, so the finish did not present itself. So what did she do? She dominated from start to finish and gets a shenanigans.